Gaming, brought to you live on twitch.tv at Commando Gaming 1. We are going to be doing a fresh start on our BTA gameplay later on this afternoon because there's going to be a significant update to the mod. So, in honor of that, I thought we would take our company on a raid against Clan Wolf for this last stream before we do the reset. So let's jump into it.
Command interface initiated.
So while we're at it, we're gonna really try to give everybody an overview on some of the best ways to fight the clan. Fighting the clan is much different than any other thing you do in this mod. So I want to make sure I highlight some of the key things that I do to maximize success.
All right, let's get down to it.
All right, we have an Atlas, we have a Dragonfire,
Moving, Commander.
we have a Marauder,
Moving out.
we have a Mackie for fire support, we have a Stalker who's also set up for fire support,
Coordinates received.
we have a Crab,
Confirmed.
and we have a Wraith.
Let's move.
So the Crab and the Wraith are our primary scouts and sensor lockers. Our Atlas is going to be our muscle, as need be.
Moving,
And
Commander.
everybody else is
All right,
taking the
let's get
opportunity to
down
provide direct fire support. So this should be a pretty balanced
On the way, nice and slow.
force
Location
against the
confirmed.
clans. Oh, and the Mackie and the Stalker are just going to be indirect fire support.
Copy that.
So we're going to try to make the most of the fact that we've got multiple weapon systems against the enemy here. So let's see. We got some enemies, some clan mechs here. We got a Orion, a Medusa, unknown 45-ton mech, and a Phantom.
Standing by.
All right. So and we've got a vehicle up here, 100-ton vehicle. That sounds nasty. All right. So let's move up with our Wraith. When you're up against the clan's superior weapons, evasion for your lighter mechs is super critical, along with cover. So we're going to go to cover here and stay highly evasive. Now you'll find that your hit percent chance for clan mechs, which were designed from top to bottom as clan mechs, is significantly lower. As you can see, Phantom 69, Ice Ferret 69, Medusa 69, Grendel 69. All of those are clan designed mechs. We also have a Rhino support vehicle here. But see, this Orion, since it's a updated clan version of an Inner Sphere mech, your hit percentages are much better. So that's going to be our initial target.
Confirmed.
We got a lot of enemy weapons on the field, so we're going to want to handle this
Waiting for
very
orders.
carefully. Try to get some early wins and not push towards the enemy base until we take out these enemy mechs for sure. So that's what we're going to do. Excited about this week.
Ready, Commander.
This afternoon we're going to do fresh start gameplay. We'll be streaming that live at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. And then if you're a fan of Bloody Doves, we'll do a raid of Bloody Doves at the end of our stream. Alright. We got a Mars Assault vehicle here. We got a... This is definitely a target-rich environment, that's for sure. So let's keep working on this Orion as much as we can. We want to take some of these clan mechs off of the field
What can I do for you?
as quickly as possible.
Max speed, no shooting.
Alright, Marauder, you go ahead and take some shots at the
Right, Commander.
Orion as well. We're not using our precision strikes as much as we normally would in preparation for the updated mod,
Fuck, what do you
which
want?
really limits the ability to select a
Let's make some
targeted
big
position on an
decisions
enemy
at high
mech.
speed.
So I'm trying to minimize my use of precision strike in preparation for that. Now you can get that ability back either through components or with pilot training. So you do get the ability to be a quote-unquote sniper back with either the right components or the right training for your mech.
Waiting for
Or
order.
mech warrior. Alright, let's use our stalker here.
All in air.
Alright, we need some early kills. So we're going to do follow the leader. As you can see, this stalker is 100% built to be a missile support. I put all of its tonnage into missiles. And let's hit this Orion. Trying to do a whole bunch of damage here. I want to get a couple of these mechs off the field as quickly as possible. If we can get an enemy off the field every other round, we should be okay here. Because there's a lot of enemies here with a lot of clan technology. So we're going to have to handle this very smart. Don't advance too quickly. And use the terrain and our opportunities as much as possible here. And we have to keep our light mechs very evasive. Ricardo Falcon, thank you for the follow. We really appreciate it. Every time you follow us at twitch.tv, Commando Gaming 1, you're entered into a Funko Pop giveaway. Alright, let's see what this Medusa does. So our Wraith is keeping evasive, and that's really critical here. If the Wraith starts taking damage from all these clan mechs, then it's gonna be a much harder day. We got clan mechs and vehicles here, so this is gonna be a definite challenge. This was a 3.5 skull mission, but when you factor in the clan technology, it's probably going to be closer to 5.5. Alright, 70-ton enemy mech there.
I'm gonna need a medic.
Ooh, head injury.
Systems holding.
Head injury, not the best start. That was bad luck there. Probably got a missile hit on the cockpit and got a concussion. Fortunately, the injuries don't affect your pilot right from off the bat. They usually are impactful for future missions. Be kind of cool if, like, let's say you got a head hit and a head injury, maybe the enemy's accuracy goes down like 15 or 20%. That would be kind of cool. As you can see, we got a lot of firepower coming our way. So after this round is complete, the Wraith is going to let the clan mechs chase him into our other mechs. Because we need to take advantage of stringing these guys out. We need to attack multiple clan mechs, or a clan mech with multiple of our mechs to be successful.
What do you
here.
need, Commander?
Alright, so we still have our Mackie. So let's push up our Mackie a little bit, not too far.
Time to
since
pour on the
he's doing
speed.
fire support. Alright, so one thing we can do is, since all the enemies are strung up around here, what we could do is we can do some Inferno and Fast Cam on this Medusa
Heat be damned, I'm firing everything.
and try to set up a field that's going to impact the enemy over time.
I see why
Here.
people
So
enjoy
we've got
this line of work.
some Inferno and some Fazcam in this valley here, which is fine because we can actually move our forces through this area here. But this is going to impact all of these mechs, enemy mechs in the area there. So that's
Orders.
good for us. All right, we're gonna sprint back the Wraith. Yeah, we'll just do full sprint.
Confirmed.
We're trying to get them to chase the Wraith into the rest of our force. And this will hopefully cause them to spread out, which will increase our chances of success here. Alright, let's push our crab up. We're definitely going to want to set up a battle line here in cover. Yeah, let's try to get an AMS on this Medusa.
Attacking from position.
Okay, good. Good success there.
Ready, Commander. Moving, Commander.
Alright, we still want to work on this Orion as much as we can. Not only because the fact that it's a updated inner sphere model means our accuracy is higher and we want to take an enemy out as quickly as possible, but also because we just want to get some enemy mechs off the field as quickly as possible here. So keep hitting this Orion. It's a good chunk of their firepower, so trying to get that off the field is always going to be a plus here. One of our key strategies is to try to overheat the enemy, and that's even more so against Clan, because even despite the fact that they have double heat sinks,
Waiting on you, Commander.
their weapons still generate a ton of extra heat. So whenever possible,
Going turbo.
overheating a clan mech is a really viable option. For sure. Alright, again, we're going to keep trying to hit this Orion and see if we can... I'm going to do a precision strike here. And we'll go for the leg. If we can knock out the leg
Roger that. Firing on
here,
target.
that would be a nice impact on that Orion. I got an injury, and we'll get another knockdown here. Took out a lot of its weapons there.
Is that all you've got?
Now see, the clan mech here is running very hot, so if he
I've
keeps
been locked.
overheating himself and shooting, he's gonna have a bad day. Alright, the Grendel looks like it's going for high ground. Okay. This is why cover is so important when you're fighting the clan mechs, because they hit harder and they have a lot more accuracy. So using cover and or evasion
send me a
is
real
super
opponent.
critical against the clans. I mean, you have to really bring your A game when you're fighting the clans. Especially when you're using inner sphere equipment and you can't feel like you're overkilling them because are taking too much firepower with you, because they're clan. They're nasty. Oh, summoner. Ouch. Alright, that's very dangerous. We're really gonna have to be keeping an eye on that summoner. Alright, that tank on the high ground also is
taking a
bringing
pounding,
us a
Commander.
lot of fire.
On the clock. What do you want?
Alright, so let's push up our Atlas. See if we can get the enemy to attack him as much as possible. Alright, let's do a multi-target here. And here.
And for my next trick, a stunning display of ineptitude.
I was hoping that would be enough to finish off that Orion. I want to encourage everyone to stop into the chat room, especially when we're fighting the clans. I love to have as much input as possible, and I like to answer any questions that you might have. So feel free to get involved with the chat room. This looks like it's going to be a nasty fight.
Receiving you.
Alright, so we have our Stalker.
Let's
Push up our Stalker here. Alright, we're going to do a multi-target here. So let's see if we can finish off that Orion. And also work on this vehicle, which should be a good target for us. So let's do right, most of it's going to go into B. We'll see if we can finish off the Orion with just 15 LRMs. It's a little light, but I'm hoping that Orion's close to being finished up here. Almost. And we need to get some fire into that Mars assault vehicle while we can. Because we need to take out some of this enemy force that is giving us a hard time from the top of that cliff. Or they'll chew us up. Alright, the Orion's back up, but it's lost most of its weapons at this point.
What do you need, Commander?
We got our Mackie. Let's pull our Mackie back. Keep him out of direct fire as much as we can because he's an artillery build. And again, we're going to use our artillery here to try to keep this force here bottled up and taking damage from heat and from mines. So let's do another round of heat and mines.
Heat be damned, I'm
in that
firing
valley there. Trying to tie up that enemy force with the Inferno and with the fast cam. Right, Medusa jumped over. Target our Wraith. Now the Wraith was sensor locked, so that's why it's not as evasive as I would like it to be there. Alright,
Waiting for
so
orders.
speaking of the Wraith, we have to keep it evasive. Super critical here. So let's keep the Wraith as evasive as it can be while firing at the enemy.
Roger.
And our Wraith's primary job is to be a sensor locker with that tag. So if he does nothing else but hits the enemy with the tag and stays evasive,
Yep.
I'm happy with that. Alright, let's push up our Crab, who's a sensor locker and kind of a tanker by trade. Alright, we have a precision strike available, so let's do a precision strike on one of the legs here on the Medusa. Just trying to weaken that leg up with a precision strike there.
Ready, Commander.
I'm only using precision strike occasionally. I'm trying to cosplay the fact that with the updated mod, we're not going to be able to use that continuously. Alright, so let's hit the Medusa here. Trying to concentrate fire on one mech at a time. This was a common practice when the Inner Sphere was fighting the clans. When the Inner Sphere was successful at the clans, whether it was on Tharkad or in the clan invasion missions, Bulldog and Serpent, was when the Inner Sphere used overwhelming firepower and numbers. So don't feel bad about doing that when you're fighting the clan. You're going to need to outnumber them and outgun them, and you're just going to need to concentrate fire on a few mechs at a time. If you try to fight honorably against the clan, it is going to be a tough road for you, at least until you get their
On the clock.
equipment.
What do you want?
Most of our mechs here just have Inner Sphere equipment, so we have to hammer these guys as hard as we can. Okay. I kind of want to see if we can get rid of this Orion here. So let's put everything into this Orion and see if we can finish him off. I want to try to take an enemy mech out at least once every other turn here, or their numbers are going to be a problem. Alright, so there's an Orion down. Actually, the Wolf Garrison is only 4 mechs, but then they threw a support lance at us. So we're up against 8 mechs plus a number of vehicles plus turrets. So this is definitely a significant enemy force for us to be up against here. Hey, Skewed One. I'm very excited about the update later. I'm actually going to be downloading it off camera, and then I'll be streaming it from 2 to 3:30 tomorrow, so that we can, or today, or maybe probably 1:30 today, to 3:30 today, so we can do a raid into the Bloody Dove stream after that. So it's going to be a lot of fun today. As you can see, Skewed One, or you might have noticed, since we are going to be doing a fresh start today, I thought it would be fun being a relative term, to fight some clan before we do a restart. So I traveled into clan territory here, and we're having a nice little battle with the clan here. So, alright, so what we want to do, we want to keep working on this force that's on the top of the hill here, because with clan technology, they will pick us apart. So let's keep going after this Mars assault vehicle with our 100% missile support stalker.
Nice.
His whole job is just to provide fire support. Alright, they keep putting a lot of firepower against our Wraith. That's okay. That's what he's there for.
Damage minimal.
The missile boat, for the Stalker missile boat, has been going pretty well. You know, as I said before you joined, I Skewed One, when you're fighting the clans, do not be afraid to use overwhelming firepower, because that is how... Ouch. It's a hard hit on our Marauder there. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Ouch.
I'm losing weapons, Commander.
That hurts right there.
Not much armor left.
We're going to have to pull that Marauder back. You have to use overwhelming firepower against the clans, or they will tear you a new one without too much trouble. So don't feel like you're taking too much tonnage, or don't feel like you're taking too much firepower, because the clan will make your day a hard day if you don't do that. As you can see, they're doing a pretty good job of basically making this a pretty even battle with their superior firepower here.
What do
Plus
you
the
need,
fact that they
Commander?
have turret support here. So what we're going to do is we're going to push our Mackie up. This is our
On the
fire
way,
support
nice and
Mackie. So again, we're trying to tie up these enemies here as much as we can through Inferno and also with Phascam. So let's actually target this Medusa here. We'll do a Warlord, a Battle Lord. And let's keep increasing this kind of moat of ammo and of Inferno and Phascam to keep a lot of the enemy mechs busy here.
Heat be damned, I'm firing everything.
Alright, good hits there.
That target's having a real bad day.
So all the enemies that are stuck down here are either going to be taking fire damage or mine damage, and that will
Ready
help
for
us down the road. So let's take the Wraith. We'll keep trying to flank with him,
On my way. Double
trying
time.
to stay nice and evasive. He's also a target a little bit by design. Let's get a tag on this ice ferret
Time to
here.
unload.
That'll help us later.
Commander.
Let's push up our crab a little bit, and then we're going to have the crab. We do have a precision strike available. So the skewed one, I'm only using a precision strike when I have the morale resolve up to 100%, because I'm trying to simulate how it will be with the updated mod. So I'm only using precision strikes very rarely here. So let's do a precision strike on this Medusa's leg. Hopefully we can make it go pop. Okay, that helps. We'll get knocked down on that Medusa. Okay, nice. Alright, this ice ferret should get some damage from mines here. It's just walked through a whole bunch of mines. Yep. Whole bunch of damage from mines. That works out in our
Internal
favor.
structure damage. The bad kind.
Alright, let's see what this Phantom does. Oh, micro lasers on our Wraith. Ouch. That hurts. You seem to forget Precision Strike exists until the third or fourth turn. Well, I mean, I've been trying to play this way. I played this way a little bit
Been sensor locked.
yesterday and a little bit off camera last night. I'm just trying to get used to not using Precision Strike as a crutch, because we're not going to have it as of the update. So that's very important. There's an update today that's going to change how Precision Strike works. If you like how it works now, you might want to wait a couple days and watch some streamers and see if it's a change that you can handle, or if you want to stick with version 7.6. I'm assuming
Commander.
this update is going to be called 8, because it is a pretty significant update here. Alright, let's see if we can get rid of this Mars support vehicle.
Send him a message.
This Mars assault vehicle, there we go. Alright, so there's an enemy off the board. Good.
Roll her down.
These clan mechs up here on top of the hill
Good to go.
are a real pain in the butt right now. I also have to manage my Marauder here because it's gotten some significant structural damage. We can still keep it in the fight here, thanks to its long-range firepower, but we're not getting the hit percent I would really like. Alright, we'll just take a shot at this Grindle. This is a classic situation. Well, you know what? It's almost 100%. We're going to use a precision strike here. We're just going to increase the chances of a hit here. Let's go for the center torso.
Right, Commander.
Okay, we got a hit there.
Systems recycling for another shot.
I tend to be near 100, but I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this when it comes to your precision strike. Oh, I use precision strike a lot. So this is going to be a big change in the mod for me, which is why I'm doing a fresh start. Oh, alright, our Wraith is really taking a pounding here. Ouch, this is not going to be good. Oh. Are we getting knocked down? Yeah, knocked down on our Wraith. I'm probably going to eject the Wraith here, assuming we can get him up. He's probably done as much for us as he can do on this mission. Alright, here comes the Summoner. Yeah, it's going to take some shots at our Wraith at long range. Alright.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, Atlas, you need to go tank against the Summoner here. You are on the job. Alright, we got double AC-20s. I don't like the hit percentages here, so we're not going to shoot the AC-20s. We'll shoot everything else here. Need to start getting some fire on that Summoner. We can't let a large enemy force flank us or snipe at us from the top of that hill. It will not go well for us. Ooh, speaking of not going well, hopefully... Oh, yeah, we lost our Wraith.
Down.
Probably lost its engine.
Good to go.
Alright, let's see what our Stalker can do. Gonna have to switch to swarm missiles now. Follow leader is almost out. So, when we're using swarm, you want to target large groups of enemies. So we're going to target this valley that has multiple mechs in it, so we can get some area damage on all of the mechs in that area. If it doesn't all hit the Medusa. Looks like most of it's going to hit the Medusa because its evasion is low. Okay, there goes a Medusa.
Tangled down.
Very nice. 3 salvageable parts.
What do you need, Commander?
Alright. Let's see what our Mackie can do to help us here. Can go after the Grendel. Can go after the... They can't go after the Phantom. Let's see if we can get lucky and hit the Summoner here with some fast cam and some sniper inferno.
Heat be damned, I'm firing everything.
Summoner is a good target for us to reduce its mobilization and increase the heat. So that's actually a good decision, even if it didn't take a lot of direct damage. That Summoner is going to be stuck there taking heat damage. So that's a good move there, in my opinion. I'm going to keep picking on our Marauder. Those jerks. How rude to go after somebody who's damaged. I never do that myself, says the guy who always does that. But man, these clan fights, they're nasty. We still have some vehicles to take out, and we still have some... Right, so I need to get a tag on the Summoner.
Confirm.
So we're going to take our last scout, the crab here, and see if we can get... It's odd to use a precision strike on a lighter mech, but I want to get the tag on this Summoner here.
Confirm.
Oh yeah, I use every dirty trick in the book when I'm fighting the clans. No question about it. overwhelming firepower, lots of armor, and if I can outnumber them, all the better when it comes to fighting the clans. This is not a batch haul situation. This is us as a mercenary company using every dirty trick we can to offset the fact that the enemy is much more powerful than us. Let's see.
Moving,
I
Commander.
really want to get rid of that summoner more than anything else here. It's the biggest threat, but the hit percent chances are lousy. Alright, so let's go for the Grendel here. Luckily the Grendel already has some center torso damage, so if we get some lucky center torso hits, we might take out this Grendel pretty quickly.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, this Marauder has got to move back. So let's actually sprint it out.
Double time.
And it can still give us some fire support against the Summoner. I'm not going to worry about preserving its ammo because, quite frankly, it might be destroyed soon anyway. So let's go all weapons on the Summoner, and we'll hit. We will miss everything.
Ooh.
Not good. Skewed One, are you excited about the updated mod coming out? Are you going to switch to that immediately, or are you going to
Clock. What do you want?
wait and see what everybody else's feedback is on it? Personally, I'm excited about it. Anytime there's a new challenge, I'm happy to do it. Let's see. All right, this Summoner clearly has some ECM on it because our hit percent chance is really sucky, which is not good on a heavy mech because it's going to take multiple rounds for us to take him out. Oh, okay. You may hold that on a couple days. You know,
Ready for
I don't think that's a bad thing, to be honest with you. I'm going to stream it, so I'm going to go into the updated mod first chance I get. Alright, so we have a good hit percent chance on the Swarm here on the Summoner. So let's see if we could do some area damage on the Summoner. Start wearing down his armor. We only have so many shots of that Stalker's LRM, so we have to use them very carefully. 1,000 rounds of ammo goes really fast when you're shooting 70 at a time.
Know who's dumb for having all the armor.
What do you need, Commander?
Alright, Mackie. Alright, so we're going to actually use the Mackie. We're going to reestablish our firewall here, of firewall and mines, because we're going to be pushing through this valley here. So I'm happy to send some more Inferno and Fast Cam on these enemy mechs here and see if we can do some damage over time. Make them a little easier to finish off after we take out this Summoner. That's fine. Those clan mechs can take a couple rounds of shots at our Mackie. It can handle it. A Skewed One says, I've had some pretty poor experience with one of the revised updates, so I've taken to stalling a little just to make sure everything's ironed out. Yeah, that's understandable, a Skewed One. I mean, I will say the Battletech Advanced team is really good about fixing a bad update very quickly. So that's fine. I'll be your guinea pig. Ooh, hard hits on our Atlas.
Something
Ouch.
just bounced around in here.
Ouch,
I
ouch,
think I heard
ouch. That
something.
clan technology is giving us fits. Alright, so let's push up again
Move into
with our
position.
crab. We want to make the crab a target because the crab has heavy armor. Let's see, do we have anything on the summoner? Alright, I could do a precision strike here. Actually, let's do the precision strike on the Grendel. Make sure we get a sensor lock and tag on the Grendel here. Oh, and we got some good damage on the center torso. Alright, they're gonna keep going after our Atlas here. So I'm gonna...
All the alarms are going off, and this is going to be...
I mean, that's fine. That's what the Atlas is there for. To take a pounding.
Moving.
And I have 3 Atlases, so... If anybody's gonna take a pounding, I want it to be the Atlas. You know what? Let's do a Battle Lord here. And I know I want to get rid of that Summoner, but if we can get rid of this Grendel, it would be worth it. So let's go after the Grendel here. Maybe we'll get lucky. No, we didn't take the Grendel out.
Good to
I
go.
was hoping we would take the Grendel out there. Alright, we still can. Let's
Coordinates received.
keep our Marauder with a lot of damage way in the background. And yeah, we'll take another shot at the Grendel here. And you know what? We'll do a precision strike. We're going to cheat a little bit here. Just a little bit.
Tell me what to shoot.
I mean, we're outnumbered and outgunned, so I need to try to make every shot count here. They're going to keep going after that Atlas. I've got to get that Atlas into cover. Yeah, I'm going to go after... Oh, see? The Summoner went after the Crab, so that was actually a really good rotation for me to push the Crab out there.
I'm on the clock.
So they went after the Crab instead of the Atlas. So let's pull the Atlas back into cover. Yeah, you know what? We're getting to the point where we need to just use the AC-20, even if it's not the best hit percent chances.
Let's see if I'm so
Right, good hits on that AC-20 and our large lasers. Would help a lot if we can get rid of that Summoner. Alright, that's another thing. AMS is really key. So your key components for fighting the clans should be AMS to make sure your armor lasts as long as possible,
Receiving you.
and put tag on as many mechs as you can. Because having tag, I even have a tag on my Atlas simply because it'll increase our chances of a hit for the next round. All right, we got a really good hit percent chance with our swarm missiles on the Summoner, so let's take that shot. It would help us a lot if we could get rid of this Summoner. Yes. All right, there goes the Summoner.
See why people enjoy this lineup.
That really helps us a lot. Because that's a lot of firepower that was really giving us
What do you
fits.
need, Commander?
Alright, let's look at our Mackie here.
On the way, nice and
We're
slow.
going to keep using the Mackie to keep these two at bay. The Phantom and the Ice Ferret. So let's hit the Ice Ferret
Keep me
again.
damned, I'm firing everything.
Good hits there on the Ice Ferret, actually. Ooh, it's unsteady. We're going to have to take advantage of that. Oh, Ice Ferret's attempting to flank us. We cannot let that happen. Ouch, ouch, ouch. The only bright side there is that that was fresh armor on the Atlas because he was shooting at our rear. So that's a positive. I want to thank everybody who's joining the stream today. Just to give everybody an update, that there is going to be an update on this mod today. It's going to go to version, I think, 8 It hasn't been. I haven't been told exactly which version this is, but I think it's big enough that it should be one level up. So I think it should be an 8. It's going to be a significant change to the game. So we're actually going to do a fresh start after that. So what we're doing here is we're just doing a raid against the clans before we completely do a fresh start, because fighting the clans is fun and terrifying at the same time. All right, let's do a precision strike on the center of this Grendel. See if we can maybe finish him off. All right, there goes the Grendel. That's good.
Enemy down.
All right, so we're wearing down the enemy force here through a combination of fire support,
Ready, Commander.
strategy, and some good luck. Alright, so that ice ferret over here is unstable, so we need to make sure we try to get knocked down here. Not the best hit percentages here, but we want to try to get knocked down if we can on this ice ferret. Alright.
Commander?
Alright, our Marauder that has damage, we're going to have to keep it as far away from the front line as we can, but it can still provide fire support.
Got it.
And it missed again, a skewed one. That Marauder has missed 3 rounds in a row with all of its weapons, not helping me. Alright, we got that Puma assault tank. It's going to keep going after our Atlas here.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
I'm actually going to try to pull the Atlas back
Let's make some bad
and keep it away
decisions
from that
at
Puma
high
assault
speed.
tank. And use a precision strike here. And try to do some damage to this assault, this ice ferret here. Alright, we hit on one of our 2 AC-20s. Should get some missile spam in there.
Commander.
Alright, our Stalker is definitely running low on firepower here. So I'm actually going to use the Stalker and start working on the armor of this Puma assault tank.
Aye, aye.
So I'm just trying to do some damage over time on this Puma assault tank with our LRMs. So
What do you
when we
need, Commander?
turn to engage it, we should be able to finish it off pretty quickly. And actually, we can use our artillery here.
On the way, nice and slow.
We use our artillery here to also try to do some damage. We don't want to put Inferno because we're going to be walking through that area, so we'll switch to shape charges and airburst. See if we can do some more damage
Is
to
it
that
time to
Puma
press the
assault
Alpha
tank
Strike
here.
button? I love the Alpha Strike button.
Alright, a little bit of damage
I can
there.
see why people enjoy this line of work.
Alright, they're gonna keep going after my Atlas. Yeah. I knew that was gonna happen. Alright.
What do you need?
Alright, our Crab can go and
On my
tank
way.
against
Double time.
this Puma assault vehicle since it's got HD armor.
Engaging target.
HD does not stand for high definition. It stands for hardened. That's why the Crab has an HD designation, because it's designed to be a real brawler with super heavy armor. So the Crab is there really just to get tags on the enemy and also to soak up damage. And it's going to soak up a lot of damage here because the turrets are also accurate. But the HD Crab is one of the best crabs in the
Damage
medium, or the best mechs in the medium space to just use as a brawler and the soaker up of damage. I don't think that's an actual term, I just made that up, but it's really good at soaking up damage. It can't do it forever, but it can do it for a lot longer than most medium mechs.
Ready, Commander.
We need to be aggressive here and see if we can't finish off these lights here, because they're going to keep driving us nuts. All right, we have good hit percent here on the ice ferret. That's already unstable, so maybe we could do enough damage to get knocked down here. Close to getting knocked down. And we caused a
Waiting
ammo
for orders.
explosion. That's always good. Alright, let's push our Marauder out.
Right, Commander.
So I'm really excited about the update today. Let's keep working on the ice ferret here. Oh, really would have liked to have hit with that Gauss rifle. That would have given us knockdown. Alright, Puma assault tank, which is basically providing firepower and vision for those turrets. So we need to get rid of that.
I'm on the clock.
That Puma.
What do you want?
Alright, let's keep our Atlas. I want to keep pushing the Atlas away.
Bad decisions at high speed.
I want to keep the Atlas away from a lot of this potential damage here. Alright, so I could attack the Phantom. So we'll do that. Alright. See if we can hit this Phantom. Nice hits on the Phantom there. Alright. Once we finish off these two lights,
Waiting for orders.
then we can really push ahead. Alright, again, our Stalker
Aye, aye.
is going to use its missile firepower on the Puma assault tank because it has low evasion. So whenever we're using missile strikes, we always want to figure out where the enemy has the least amount of evasion, especially with clan technology. Alright, so there goes the Puma assault vehicle. Alright.
What do you need, Commander?
Alright, so our Mackie Alright, we can actually use our artillery on some of these turrets. It will also do some damage to the enemy structures with fire, which is also a good thing for us too. That will start to wear down those enemy buildings, which are what our objective is to destroy. So that's a win-win there. Really want to finish off these two light mechs, and then we can really push in and destroy the enemy base. Ooh, engine critical. Engine critical. Alright.
Lost a weapon. Let's hope we find a replacement.
Alright. Oh, there goes our Atlas. Okay. That's alright. I got 3 Atlases available. And keep in mind,
Waiting for orders.
you know, we are fighting the clan. So we're gonna take some lumps. There's no way you can really fight the clan and not take some occasional hard hits. Alright, let's we're gonna push up the crab here.
Understood. Moving fast.
And the reason we're doing that is so we can start getting some hard hits on some of these turrets, because these turrets have a lot of firepower. Alright, there goes one of the turrets.
That one's gone.
Yeah, that was bad. We lost our Atlas, and we've lost our Wraith so far. But
I'm taking
you
heavy
can't
hits.
go into clan battles not expecting to lose mechs and pilots, because no matter how good you are and how much firepower you have, the clan is
Ready, Commander.
nasty. As you can see, 2 lights basically teamed up to take out my Atlas. Alright, so let's keep the Dragonfire under cover.
Throttle up.
Fortunately, we have a couple atlases that we built up before we came to clan space. Alright, let's do a precision strike on the leg of this Phantom.
Send your message.
Alright, nice hits on the Phantom.
Delta Heavy.
Now, keep in mind, yeah, we're going to have to rebuild that atlas, but the goal of any invasion of the clans is to get clan stuff. So, we are certainly going to be in a good position to get some good clan salvage here.
On my way.
And there's a couple different ways to handle clan salvage, and I'll try to give you my theories about it once we complete this mission.
That's a kill.
Alright, there goes the Ice Ferret. Alright, we still have a Rhino fire support vehicle out there.
Order.
Alright. Alright, let's use the Stalker to start taking out some of these turrets if we can. That dual LBX-10 turret, that is a good target. This will also probably do some splash damage on the buildings, which is also good for us. Alright, not bad.
What do you need, Commander?
Alright, and we're going to actually do the same thing with our Mackie.
On the way, nice and slow.
We're going to use its artillery the same way that we did before. Yeah, we can actually use Battle Lord here. And we can actually use shape charges here just to increase our chances of a good hit here. So we'll do shape charge. There we go. Took out the turret.
Static defense
That was
down,
a
Commander.
nice artillery strike there. Taking out a turret before you're in range to fight, have it shoot at you is always a good thing. Alright, we got this Ice Ferret to finish up. It's going in on our Marauder. Yep, I knew it would. Okay. Ah. These clan mechs are gonna get their...
Aye, aye.
They're gonna die expensively.
I copy.
Now I could argue this was a 3.5 skull mission. I probably came a little light. I probably should have taken
Engaging.
2 atlases, but that's okay. We're just having some fun here before we do the restart, so I'm not too worried about mech losses. We're up against 4 turrets and 8 clan mechs. And we only brought 7 inner sphere mechs. So, I'm now glad I haven't made my way that far up the map. You know what? Fighting the clan is fighting the clan. It is what it is. Now, I went full into the clan and I took on 3.5 skull planets because we only had today's stream to play with against the clans, and I wanted to have some tough fights for you. But if this was not, if I was actually doing a long multi-stream invasion of the clans, I would go after maybe 1 skull missions, 2 skull missions, just to build up my clan technology. So this is not how I would normally attack the clans. This is more us just having some fun before we restart. So yeah, we're going to take some losses. It's fine. That's part of fighting the clans. I don't care how good you are. You're going to take your lumps when you fight the clans. That's just how it is. There's a reason they almost completely conquered the inner sphere. Yeah. So a skewed one, if I was going to be playing,
Yes, Commander.
let's say I was going to be playing, going to multiple planets in clan space. The first time, I would actually attack 1 skull missions and 2 skull missions, so I could get as much clan tech as I could into my good mechs. Then I would start taking on higher level missions. But since we're just having some fun here, I went into a 3.5 skull mission, and I knew it was going to be a nasty fight, and that's fine. You know why? Because we're restarting this afternoon, so it really doesn't matter.
What do you need, Commander?
My mech warriors might not be too happy with me attacking clan space, but I'm okay with it.
Time to pour on the speed.
And when we get the salvage, then it all makes it worthwhile. If I can trade, 1 inner sphere mech for half of a clan mech, that's actually a good trade. Sad as it is, it actually is a good trade. All right, let's see if we can get some damage in on this Rhino fire support tank with
I'm
our
firing
artillery.
everything.
Good hits there.
I'm here.
Alright, let's push up our crab on this Rhino fire support tank.
Roger.
So, I mean, typically, I would do a whole bunch of relatively easy clan missions, and then I would actually get my inner sphere mechs armed up with as much clan technology as I can, and then I would go in for these harder missions, and then obviously I would lose a lot more mechs that way. But we're just kind of having fun today. I just wanted to get some gameplay in against the clans and have some fun before we start the fresh start, because then I'll be back to fighting the inner sphere again for the next probably month or so, until I gear up enough to go back to visit the clans.
Oh, took a hard hit there, Commander.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. My pilots are definitely whiners sometimes. I just want to tell them, hey, you're okay. We've had multiple mechs actually get destroyed. The fact that you've lost a little armor is not a big deal.
Solid connection on that one.
All right.
What do you need, Commander?
All right, let's see if we can finish off this Rhino fire support vehicle.
Heat be damned, I'm firing everything.
No, not quite enough.
Reporting.
Our crab should be able to finish him off next round, though.
Yes, Commander.
Case in point. Let's go in and do a kick.
Copy that. Time to get physical.
Want to encourage everybody, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them into the chat room. Also, if you want to talk about Battletech lore, you want to talk about which mods you're using, everything is fair game in our chat room. Also, if you give us a follow, you're entered into our free Funko Pop giveaway. A skewed one, who's in the chat room, is actually our last winner. So people do win, and people do like the prizes. So if you like free stuff, feel free to give us a follow at twitch.tv Commando Gaming 1 for your 100% free chance to win a Funko Pop. And it will be a Funko Pop of your choice. You can either give me, hey, I want Funko Pop 183, and if I can find it on Amazon, I will send it to you. Or you could say, hey, I really like Wolverine, can you send me a Wolverine Funko Pop? And I'll find a cool Wolverine Funko Pop, and I'll surprise you with it. So, lots of ways to go.
One less structure.
What do you need, Commander?
One last structure to finish off here. I'm actually going to do a attack ground here so we can actually start working on this enemy turret. See if we can do some more
Heat be
some
damned,
damage
I'm
to this
firing up.
turret on our way over to finishing it off.
Commander, they're starting to smack me around pretty hard, and I could use some help.
And when you think about it, so we destroyed 4 turrets, a scout lance, which is
Looking out.
5 stars, and a garrison lance, which is 5 stars. So we destroyed. Let's do the math there. That's 10. That's 14 targets, and we lost
Acknowledge.
3 mechs. So that's not a horrible kill percentage when you're going against the clans. And keep in mind, our mechs aren't completely destroyed. They can be rebuilt. But we should get a healthy amount of clan salvage out of this mission. Alright, let's see if we can finish off this last building here. Not quite enough.
Ready for orders. You got it.
Alright. Some swarm missiles should finish off that last building.
Method inbound, Commander. I'll meet you at the LZ.
Alright, so where's the LZ?
What do you need, Commander?
I don't know. You know what? We're just gonna go to the LZ.
Time to pour on the speed.
Normally, I would just finish off the map and finish off that last turret, but yeah, we'll go to the LZ.
Receiving you.
Actually, nah, I'm changing my mind. Let's see if we can get vision. There we go. We can get vision on the turret here. And if I can get a tag on it,
Firing.
there we go.
Ready,
I'm
Commander.
just pissed off at this guy for.
Moving, Commander.
I'm annoyed at the clans for taking out my Atlas. So let's just do a clean sweep.
Sending message.
It's actually going to be faster than retreating as well.
Yes, Commander.
Especially since the Stalker will probably finish it off right now. Okay.
Fire at all weapons.
Alright, there we go. We cleared the map. This part of this planet is now clan free.
That turret is gone.
Alright, let's see what the butcher's bill was.
Successful.
Alright. Alright, so we need to repair the Atlas. It lost its XL engine. We need to repair the Marauder. Lost its engine. Mackie is fine. The Wraith also lost its engine. So those are all the reasons that we lost those mechs. So now let's go to the salvage. Now, when you're looking at clan salvage, there's a couple different ways to do it. So if you're 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I can't build an Orion. Actually, I might be able to. So you can either go for clan mech parts, or you can go for clan salvage. And it really depends on your playing style and also how long you're going to stay in clan space. So we'll take the Orion parts, because Orions are actually pretty common in clan space. So we might get a clan mech out of this pretty quickly. Then we have to look at the weapons we have available. Now, remember, this mod will group the weapons. All right, so one of my favorite weapons for clans is these micro pulse clan lasers. They're only half a ton, and they do 15 damage. So those are really nice clan technology. So I'm going to take those micro pulses. I know they're not worth as much, but they're a really cool weapon system. All right, we also got an Ice Ferret part, a Medusa part, a Phantom part, and a Summoner part. All right, and we've got lots of clan salvage. Very nice. Guardian ECM. All right. All right, so let's stop in. Oh, thank you for the follow, Verahallery. I think that's how you would pronounce that. Vera Hiri. I'll assume that's correct. Feel free to correct me in the chat room if you'd like. Now again, this isn't how I would normally attack the clans. I would start with lower level missions and I would work my way up. But since we are only one stream away from an update on the mod and we're going to do a fresh start, we're just going to have some fun here. So let's go into the mech bay. All right. Let's go through the motions as if... All right, so we're going to repair all. Let's see what we have to work with here. All right, we do have an XL engine. We do have a 300 core. We do have cooling +2. So we can actually get this Atlas up in 14 days. It's still going to be... we lost our heatsink kit. Heatsink kit. We lost an AC-20, an AC-20. Alright, actually we're going to take the AC-20 off of this. As you can see, we're already up to 1.7 million C-bills. So we're actually going to not fix this Atlas because, yeah, money is an issue. So we're not going to fix this Atlas. We should try to fix this Wraith because we need the Wraith. The Wraith is very key to our strategy. Ugh, this looks expensive. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, you know what? We're not going to worry about fixing the Wraith. We don't need a stinking Wraith. We're just going to play with what we got here. So we still have a lot of firepower. And since we're doing a restart, let's not worry about repairs right now. Let's just have some fun. So we got a Titan attack. We have a War Criminal. Let's do the Titan attack here. All right, so we're going to gun ourselves up here. Let's take 2 Atlases. We're going to take 2 Atlases. We're not playing around now. We're going to take 2 Atlases, Dragonfire, Mackie, Stalker, Crab. Yeah, we're not going to take the Crab because this is a base defense. Let's take 2 Grasshoppers. Let's take some extra firepower here. So we're going to take the Atlas, Dragonfire, Mackie, a Stalker, 2 Grasshoppers. I think that will give us a pretty solid experience here. All right, let's get our Energy Masters that we have available into the Grasshoppers. Let's also put a Juggernaut into the other grasshopper. Alright, we need one more pilot. For some reason, our commander died, but he's not showing as dead because he's not supposed to die. But anytime I drop him, I can't use him. So we'll take the Tainted Loki here. Alright, Iskid 1. See you when you get back. We've got a defend the base mission against the clans. Let's go. Now, hopefully on this mission, we're going to get another Orion, Clan Orion, and then we can at least build a clan mech out of this video. That would be nice. We will see what happens. So once again, just to give you an update on my game plan today. There will be an update of this mod. We rarely compete against this mod. Or, sorry, we rarely do fresh starts. But since there's an update on this mod that is considered, in my mind, to be significant because it completely changes some of your gameplay, we're going to do a fresh start. So I'll be loading up the update. I'll be setting up a mech company, and then at 1:30 Pacific, which would be 4:30 Eastern Time, we will start a brand new stream of BattleTech Advanced with a fresh start. Then we will play that through the start of Bloody Dove's stream this evening. So we can do a nice little raid for our friend Bloody Dove. And then we're going to take a little break. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to do some Mech Warrior 5 co-op. So lots of streaming today.
Command interface initiated.
All right. All right, here we go.
Ready, Commander.
Defend the base mission. Let's get into position here.
Throttle up.
Commander?
Now we're not going to have any sensor lock. We don't have any sensor lockers on this mission,
Understood.
so it's going to be a little bit of spray and pray here. Although actually here, our grasshoppers do have tags, I believe. At least one of them does. So there you go. We'll get a tag on that glass spider.
Ready for orders.
Oh no. Our grasshopper is stuck on top of the building. Alright, so our grasshopper basically is now a laser turret. I hate when that happens. I really hate when that happens. You're kidding, are we? The stalker is also stuck on a building. Fortunately, the stalker as a missile build is still going to be useful. Let's do some swarm here.
Firing a full belt.
At least our stalker has the long-range firepower to hit enemy mechs all across the field. So that's not too bad, but the fact that one of our grasshoppers is stuck on a building is definitely not good. We got a Phantom. Phantom is a relatively new mech to the mod. And as you can see, every mission that we've played, we've been up against a Phantom. So they're probably going to be very common. They have the micro pulse lasers, which are actually really good for backstabbing. So I wouldn't mind putting a Phantom together, putting it at really high speed and evasion, and then using it to do some backstabbing. That would be a good use of a Phantom. Let's see what the glass spider does here. Glass spider will live up to its name. It's going to be very powerful, but very breakable.
Alright, let's get down to it.
Alright, so what are we up against here? So we got a Mad Dog, which is a significant enemy mech for salvage. I love Mad Dogs. We have the Phantom, and we have the Glass Spider, which we have a sensor lock on. So let's go after the Glass Spider.
Let's see if I'm strong enough to find this.
As you can see, it's taking a lot of damage. It's basically a glass cannon of a mech.
Well, who needed salvage anyways?
So it's actually a good mech for us to target for a quick kill. Especially since
What
we've
do you
got
need,
that,
Commander?
that sensor lock on it.
Moving out.
Was it hard to gather an atlas? Andri 11? Or 111, Andri 111. I'm just going to call you Andri if that's okay with you. No, gathering an atlas
What do
is
you
not
need, Commander?
particularly hard. It's a very common assault mech to find in the inner
On the
sphere.
way, nice and slow.
I have 3 of them right now. So they're not really that hard to gather. Alright, let's see if we can use some shape charges here to finish off that glass spider. Here with our
Is
artillery.
it time to press the Alpha Strike button? I love the Alpha Strike button.
Ooh, close to finishing off that glass spider.
That target's having a real bad day.
Yeah, so atlases are not really that hard to build.
Moving, Commander.
You know, they do tend to only give you 1 or 2 mech parts because it's very hard to completely destroy one with a headshot or a really quick kill. So usually atlases, since you have to destroy them over time, usually you only get 1 or 2 mech parts from an atlas. So it just takes some time to find them and then get the pieces. All right, we got 5 salvage parts off of that clan mech, so we might actually build one of those today. And those are really cool because they have the micro pulse lasers.
Full throttle.
They're actually a really good scout. All right, let's start working on the Mad Dog here. This Mad Dog is a pretty significant threat. Mad Dogs have a lot of firepower. But we already have structural damage on it, so it's actually going pretty well here. Did that answer your questions, Andri? If you have any other questions, please let me know. We're fighting the clans right now, so this is definitely a much heavier battle. Although this is really going our way compared to our last battle against the clans last mission. But we're probably going to be facing at least 3 waves of enemies here, so let's not get too excited too early.
Aye, aye.
Alright, our grasshopper still is stuck on the building, so
Holding here.
that really ties a hand behind our back. Boltons, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. open an updated version of Rogue Tech, you feel hard challenge when your pilots all have all their skills and when you have lots of heavy assault mechs. So, Andre, I'm playing BattleTech Advanced. I'm not playing Rogue Tech. So, I'm a fan of BattleTech Advanced a lot more than I am of Rogue Tech. So, I have played Rogue Tech before, but I really don't like the community around Rogue Tech, to be honest with you. I find that they're a little abrasive and not very welcoming to new players. So BattleTech Advanced is just my preferred mod. I have played all of the mods for BattleTech, but I really like BattleTech Advanced the most. There is a brand new update of this mod that's coming out this afternoon. I think it's going to have a significant change in the gameplay, so we're going to be doing a fresh start of a career mode with that update. Ooh, nice knockdown on that Mad Dog. This battle is really going our way to the point that I'm kind of scared.
All right.
We're getting a lot of easy kills here. I wish we'd gotten some of these kills on our last mission. Let's go for the leg of the Mad Dog here.
Let's see if I'm good enough to pull this up.
See if we can keep it from getting off the ground.
I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
Oh, I'm gonna die. Thank you for the good feedback on how you can put together an atlas. Really appreciate that. I'm Gonna Die is going to be joining us for some Mech Warrior 5 gameplay later on today, so I'm excited about that. In this revised version, you always feel challenged. Are you talking about BattleTech Advanced? I always feel challenged in BattleTech Advanced.
What do you need, Commander?
BattleTech Advanced is constantly
On the way,
throwing
nice
new
and
things
slow.
at you, new mechs, new strategies. So I'm a big fan of BattleTech Advanced for that reason.
Heat be damned, I'm firing everything. That
All right,
target.
good hits on the Lancelot. This battle is really going our way. I'm gonna die. We are in clan space, as you might have figured out, and
I can see why
our
people
first
enjoy
mission
this
was
line of
a
work.
real brawl, and we lost a couple of mechs because we went into a 4-skull clan mission. A little earlier than I would have liked, but since we're doing a restart later on today of BattleTech Advanced, I said, why not spend the morning fighting the clans? So that's why I went in to fight the clans a little earlier than I normally would. I would normally have a lot more heavy firepower before I go in against the clans. But it's working out fine, actually. You know, as always, it really comes down to your pilots and getting the most out of your mechs when you fight the clans. You laughed when you saw it this morning. Yeah, actually, I'm Gonna Die. You actually inspired me to go to clan space simply because
Yeah, Commander.
I know that since I'm doing a fresh start, it's probably going to be a good month or so before I can fight the clans again. So I just said, yeah, you know what? Why don't we just go attack the clans and spend the morning fighting the clans, and then we'll do the update this afternoon, and then we're doing a fresh start on our career.
Venting heat.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. Now here's a good question for the chat room. When I start a new career, I usually go in and do the settings, and I create my company all off camera because I find that that's a little boring. So the question is, if I'm doing my stream this afternoon, should I let you guys watch me do all the settings and setting up the company, or do you like it better if I do all that stuff off camera? I think off camera is better for the stream. But if you guys want to watch me mess with settings and do some of the early stuff involved with starting a career mode, I will do that. But, you know, selecting pictures and stuff like that, I never thought that was particularly fun.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
So, we don't have a target right now. No, we do not have a target right now. We've done such a good job of taking out the first round of enemies that we don't have anybody to fight right now. So you just reached clan space. Okay.
What do you need, Commander?
Well, hey, we're happy to give you some feedback. Now here, a little bit of a spoiler. I know where the second enemy wave is going to come from because they always come from up here. So I'm actually going to cheat a little bit. And let's put a little Inferno up here. And some fast cam. So that when those enemies show up, they're going to be dealing with Inferno and landmines. Since we don't have an enemy to shoot at, I might as well prep for the next round. They always end up on that top of that hill with this map. So I'm actually going to start moving our Lance that way.
Roger that.
I'm picking up a
There we
new
go.
sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Alright, so there's an enemy force that's going to drop there, and then there's an enemy force that's going to drop on top of that hill. So we're going to divide our forces a little bit. So let's take, let's send our Dragon Fire after the force that's dropping on the right. And we'll send one of the Atlases that way as well.
Good to go.
And then we'll send the Atlas and the Grasshopper up to
All in
engage
hand.
the second wave that's... See, there it is up there on the top of the hill. There are only so many ways for the enemy to attack you on this map. So once you've played this map a couple times, you really know how to defend this base pretty well. Ooh, a Dire Wolf! One of my favorite mechs. One of my favorite mechs is on the field. And my Grasshopper is still stuck on a building, so I can't do anything with it. I'm Gonna Die said, I put an Emperor together with 2 Long Toms because I have 4 of them, but I've yet to loot ammo or find it in the store. You put an Emperor together with 2 Long Toms? It must be an AC Emperor. That's a really interesting build. I've found the best mech to use for artillery is the Heliopis, which is obviously designed to carry artillery, and also the Mackie is a really good artillery wagon. Ooh, the Dire Wolf. This is one of my favorite mechs here. This Assault Dire Wolf. I love it. So let's actually do some follow the leader here. And we're going to do Precision Strike. And we're going to go... This Dire Wolf is really nasty. So let's go after it with everything we got here before it gets too close. The Dire Wolf is one of the most powerful mechs in this mod, in my opinion. Although we pushed through the armor pretty good there.
Heavy damage.
But 70 LRMs will do that. Alright, so our turrets are giving us some fire support now. That's good. Going after a Rifleman 2. Ooh, alright. Our turrets are getting some good hits on that Dire Wolf. I love Dire Wolves. They are beautiful mechs.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
You know, in general, for the clans, I actually like the wolf clans, the wolf mechs, more than any other clan. They really have some beautiful mechs.
Decisions at high speed.
Which is one of the reasons I like to attack the Wolf Clan first if I'm going to go attack the clans, because I just love their mechs. They have some great mechs.
Understood. Moving fast.
Alright. Okay, let's keep hitting that direwolf. Even if the hit percentage is low. We'll do some swarm here.
Got it.
Nice hits on that direwolf. That direwolf is really getting beat up before it can even get in
What do you
range.
need, Commander?
Oh, we're going to make it even worse. So we're going to use our artillery to even make it worse for that direwolf. Because why not? So let's do some Inferno and some Fast Cam on that direwolf. We'll also do Battle Lord here to increase our hit percent chances.
Ooh, is it time to press the Alpha Strike button? I love the Alpha Strike button.
Take that, direwolf. Oh, and yeah, my grasshopper's still stuck on top of a building.
Ready, Commander.
That's going to be a theme for the whole rest of this mission. It's about how our grasshopper is sitting on top of a building. Skewed One says, I love the wolves in general, but when it comes to the clans, I've always had more of a soft spot for Clan Ghost Bear. Yeah, I mean, Clan Ghost Bear actually has some really good mechs as well.
Standing by.
They were actually a very interesting clan if you look at the BattleTech lore, because they were very introspective. They really were on the fence about whether they should support the clan invasion or whether they should not support the clan invasion. Ooh, we got a precision strike here. Let's go after one of the legs, or you know what? We could go for broke. Let's go for some headshots on this direwolf.
Engaging with target.
Okay, no headshots, but we took some weapons off. That's
That
good.
hit something good.
Oh, we got a leg injury on the mech pilot. I'm gonna die. You like the smoke jaguars? Really? Really, I'm gonna die. I used to have a lot of respect for you. Till I found... Oh, a stone rhino. Wow, we are getting some great, serious enemy firepower out here. We've got a direwolf and a stone rhino. 2 assaults coming after us on this mission. Fortunately, we've got some fire support from these turrets. And the assaults are coming at us one at a time instead of multiple at the same time, or we'd be in big trouble here. Ooh, head injury on the direwolf.
Ready for orders.
Alright. Alright. Let's do precision strike on the direwolf. Let's see if we can get a lucky missile shot to the head here. Maybe we can get a lethal pilot injury. Let's see. No. Even though all those missiles really went into the head, we still didn't get a lucky strike there. By the way, I'm not advertising for Lucky Strike the cigarette there. Bad joke. But we did not. I thought for sure we might get a head hit there. Alright, let's keep moving this Atlas, because we have another enemy force that's coming this way, so we have to keep moving at least 2 of our mechs that way. Although we've got a lot of firepower coming at us. Now, that direwolf is actually on its last leg, so I'm not too worried about that. But this stone rhino here is another one of my favorite mechs, and it is a beast. So let's see if we can maybe finish off the direwolf here. Oh, he ejected 3 salvageable parts on the direwolf. If I was staying in clan space,
What do you need, Commander?
or if I wasn't doing a restart later on today, I would be so excited to have 3 parts of a direwolf.
Time to pour on the speed.
Alright, so we got a stone rhino here. So let's hit it with artillery, inferno artillery, and
Keep me
fast
damned, I'm
cam.
firing everything.
Nice. Nice. That stone rhino is going to have to go through a lot of mines to get to us.
Enjoy this line of work.
Ready, Commander.
Alright. Dragonfire. I know there's enemy mechs over here. I saw them drop. I'm a little frustrated that half of my force is now chasing down an enemy that's all the way across the map. But that's okay. Alright, we're going to be very aggressive here. We're pushing up our grasshopper against this stone rhino. And without fire support, this would not go well. But
Taking the
the
shot.
grasshopper's probably going to take a lot of damage here from this stone rhino. Just a spoiler. Stone rhinos are really nasty fire support mechs. Right, stone rhino should take some mine damage here. Hopefully. Yep. Yeah, our grasshopper actually survived that salvo pretty well because it missed most of the time. Now it's overheated. Did I mention my grasshopper stuck on top of a building? Okay.
Good to go.
And my stalker's stuck on top of a building too, but at least it could still fire. Alright, let's do... we gotta switch to swarm now. We're running out of follow the leader ammo. So, let's see if we can do some missile damage on this stone rhino. Nice hits there. Alright, so I'm gonna die. I was just kidding, of course. Smoke Jaguars do have some cool mechs. They were just backstabbing bastards, but that's okay. You know, at least in the lore,
What do you want?
Smoke Jaguar were a real pain in the ass. But I do like their mechs. I mean, there really isn't a clan where I don't like their mechs. Because it's all pretty awesome technology compared to what we have in the Inner Sphere. So, alright. That's why you like them? They turned traitor? They broke the code. What code did they break? I'm gonna die. Are you talking about they broke the peace treaty? That is true. They did do that. All right, let's do a precision strike here. Go for the head of the stone rhino.
Copy that.
See why people enjoy this line of
Or I'm gonna die. Are you talking about how they turned traitor after they were destroyed by the
What do you
Inner
need,
Sphere,
Commander?
and then they went into exile? Because that is cool. The Smoke Jaguars did actually
Time to
become,
pour on the speed.
and this is a spoiler if you haven't read the books, but that was like 20 years ago. So if you haven't read the books by now, but Clan Smoke Jaguar did get destroyed by the Inner Sphere. The survivors then traveled to the Inner Sphere and became a mercenary force for the Inner Sphere against the jihadists and the clan. So that is something that they did do. Alright, so we got a rifleman up here. I mean, we shouldn't have too much trouble finishing off a rifleman here. Even if it is a clan rifleman, it's still a rifleman. Actually, this doesn't have any clan weapons on it. So this is a Somala clan warrior. So that's part of the BattleTech lore. So if you find a regular Inner Sphere mech, ooh, a Warhawk. Oh my goodness. We are getting such good salvage on this mission. If only I wasn't doing a restart this afternoon, I would be so happy. Because I love the Warhawk, I love the Dire Wolf, and I love the Stone Rhino. Where'd that Stone Rhino go?
On the move. Full speed.
Did we destroy the Stone Rhino? Maybe I was too busy talking that I missed that we destroyed the Stone Rhino. But we've got some really good salvage here. The Warhawk, the Dire Wolf,
Ready for orders.
and the Stone Rhino. That's really nice salvage. Alright. Can we turn the Grasshopper and shoot? No. That Grasshopper is completely useless up there on top of the hill. Alright, good hits on that Rifleman from the turrets.
Yes, Commander.
We must have destroyed the Stone Rhino, and I just missed it. Alright, so we got the Warhawk. We need to start hitting that Warhawk with everything we have, because that Warhawk is a nasty piece of work.
All weapons are go.
Warhawks are for their tonnage, I would argue a Warhawk is probably the best clan mech. I know some people would disagree, but Warhawks are nasty. For their tonnage, they have a lot of firepower. Alright, there goes the Rifleman. Not too worried about I wasn't too worried about that Rifleman because it's Somala. So Somala soldiers are clan soldiers that are older, and they're basically given Inner Sphere garbage mechs to fight the enemy
On the
with.
clock.
So
What do you want?
that's sometimes when you see the clan and they're using regular Inner Sphere mechs, that's why.
Let's make some bad decisions at high
So-
speed.
If you see a pilot that's in an Inner Sphere mech, be careful though, because those are actually really good pilots because they're very experienced. They're just in not so good mechs. Alright, let's do a precision strike on the Warhawk here. Maybe we'll get lucky. If I could get a head strike on this Warhawk, I would be so happy. So yeah, I'm gonna die. The Smoke Jaguars did break the code and eventually become allies of the Inner Sphere, which is it's kind of ironic because they hated the Inner Sphere, then the Inner Sphere destroyed them, and then they went and attacked
Commander?
the clans as an ally of the Inner Sphere.
On
Now,
the way, nice and slow.
the Smoke Jaguars did correctly feel that the clan doctrine is what caused the clans to lose to the Inner Sphere. Plus, Smoke Jaguar asked the other clans for help, and they basically said, "Nah, we're not going to help you." So
Taking the shot,
I can
Commander.
understand why Smoke Jaguars turned against the other clans. All right, we got knocked down on that Warhawk. That's good. That's good. Have to take advantage of that. Like I said, the Warhawk is ton for ton. It's one of my favorite mechs. It has good armor, good firepower. It's a very nice all-around mech. So, if you can get your hands on a Warhawk, it's actually one of the better brawlers for the clan, by far. Especially for its tonnage. I have to be very careful. This Warhawk will tear my Dragonfire a new one if I'm not
I'm
careful.
ready for orders.
Alright, yeah, we did destroy that Stone Rhino, apparently.
Double time.
I totally
Let's go.
missed that. Must have been done by the turrets. Sometimes the turrets shoot at the enemy and they don't pan the camera to them, so that's probably what happened there. Alright, so our biggest threat is this Warhawk.
Aye, aye.
And you'll see, even though we completely outnumber this Warhawk,
Roger that.
it is going to give us
Venting
fits
key
because it's so
stabilized.
powerful.
Right here.
Alright, Stalker. Alright, we're just going to do precision strikes because I'd like to get a head kill on this Warhawk. I would be so happy if we got a Warhawk. Look at how much damage that Warhawk takes, and it still is ready to go. It's ready to fight. Warhawks are super powerful. And it just proved me wrong by getting killed, but still. Alright, so one salvageable part on that Warhawk. Alright, we cleared the whole
Mission
map.
successful.
So let's see what our salvage is. I'm actually going to play this as if I was going to continue in the inner sphere. Or sorry, in clan space, which I'm not going to do, but I'm going to prioritize the salvage as if I was staying in clan space. Alright, so this mission went much better than the last mission against the clans. I don't think we even took any... We didn't even take any structural damage. We lucked out on this mission. So I would take all of the direwolf parts. 3 direwolf parts. I would take all of the... Ooh, we got 3 stone rhino parts. See, here's the challenge. I like the stone rhino, but I also love the... Where's the Warhawk? Did we not get any Warhawk parts? Oh, we only got 1 Warhawk part. So that makes it easy, actually. I'll take 2 stone rhino parts. And we'll cross our fingers and see what else we get. So we got Direwolf, 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 Lancelot, 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 Mad Dog, Phantom, Phantom, Stone Rhino, and Warhawk. And we got a whole bunch of ER Small Lasers Clan, some Heavy Large Laser Clan. These are... Heavy Large Lasers are actually one of my favorite clan weapons. We got a clone, XL Engine Clan, Double Heat Sinks Clan. Really nice salvage. As you can see, we got 80 million in salvage from this mission. That is nice. That is nice. Let's just see if there's anything we can put together before the end of the stream. I'm actually going to be ending the stream soon. And as I said, we're going to be doing a fresh start on BattleTech Advanced this afternoon. That's going to be at 4:30 Eastern Time. We'll be doing a fresh start of BattleTech Advanced, assuming that the mod gets released when I think it will be released. So we should be able to stream at 4:30. Let's see if we got any clan mechs to put together before we go. I got a Mackie to put together. That doesn't really help me. I could put together a Lancelot. I mean, that doesn't really interest me. That's not a clan mech. I mean, it's a nice 60-tonner. Yep, we don't have any clan mechs to put together. So we're actually going to end the stream here. Again, just a programming note, I will be back at 1:30 Eastern Time, 4:30 Pacific Time for a fresh new campaign of BattleTech Advanced. I will then be doing some MechWarrior 5 co-op play at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So please join us for those streams, and we'll see you